It's been 5 years since the COVID-19 pandemic threw our lives into chaos, fear, isolation, and uncertainty met with resilience. The virus is still circulating. Hundreds of people continue to get sick and die from COVID every year in our province alone. And in some ways, the world is forever changed. Jeremy Thompson has this reflection on COVID-19 5 years later.
March 11th, 2020. The day COVID-19 became a global pandemic.
The World Health Organization making the declaration today after the number of countries affected by the virus has tripled in the past 2 weeks.
Edmontonians, like the rest of the world, had to suddenly adapt to protect ourselves against a deadly, contagious virus we knew little about. In the early days, the city closed playgrounds to prevent the spread. Major events were canceled, air travel grounded. Eventually, concepts like social distancing, mask mandates, and government-imposed gathering limits became a regular part of daily life.
We were spending every week just reacting to, new rules about indoor dining versus outdoor dining.
Communicating virtually on platforms like Zoom was commonplace. For news interviews, children learning from their living rooms, and professionals working from home, a change in behavior that's persisted.
Now we have 73,000 people working downtown, but most of them are only here, 3 days a week on average, I would say.
Despite drastic public health measures and a vaccine that started distribution before 2020 was even over, the World Health Organization estimates more than 7 million people have died from COVID-19, including 55,000 Canadians. The province still tracks hospital admissions, intensive care stays, and deaths from confirmed COVID cases. While every metric is way down since the peak 3 years ago, thousands of Albertans are still getting seriously sick. COVID killed 753 people last winter.
As we see cold and flu seasons come up each year, COVID is going to be part of that mix.
For McDavid, great pass, scores!
By the summer of 2020, NHL broadcasts were pumping in crowd noise as the league finished its truncated season in Edmonton's bubble.
That for me sticks out as just like a really surreal moment during the pandemic.
5 years on, it feels like a fever dream for the DBA's Punita McBrien. She says the experience ingrained resilience, especially in business owners. But there's no doubt the pandemic has left scars.
We really endured something traumatic. The uncertainty, the constant change, the isolation.
Jeremy Thompson, CTV News, Edmonton.